Hello, I'm Sarah Stiert, and I'm going to be talking about how you can master decision-making and creativity skills. For mastering decision-making skills, I have be familiar with the rational decision-making model, but also be aware that that model is not typically how people actually make those decisions in real managerial positions. Most decisions are made in a non-rational format. Um, Be aware of the decision-making biases that you have personally. There were 8 that were listed in our book, and knowing which one or which ones you have will help you avoid, using them when they're not appropriate, or if it's actually a really bad bias, not using it at all. Know what decision-making style is most like yours. It affects your team and the quality of your decisions. So I think everyone has a mix of the decision-making styles. I don't think anyone is 100% one type of style, but knowing what you lean more towards will help you in your decision-making processes and make them, make you better in that field. Mastering creativity skills, learning to enjoy boredom. I think this is something that's really hard for people these days because we fill all of our empty moments with scrolling on one screen or watching another screen. I've really noticed this in myself. All of my work is on a laptop, so I spend many, many hours a day leaning over, writing emails or whatever. And then my downtime is spent on my phone in front of my TV watching both screens at the same time. Makes absolutely no sense. But enjoying boredom, going out, doing absolutely nothing, just walking around, sitting at a cafe, watching life go by, people watching, not in a weird way, but learning to just enjoy the world as it goes by. Changing routines, enjoying boredom is definitely a change in routine for most people, so that's a good step. But also things like changing when or where you have your lunch, changing the route that you take to work when you're driving there or walking there, riding your bike, whatever it is you do. Using groups to solve problems. So instead of trying to figure everything out on your own, you go and you talk to other people about it. And then brainstorming. Brainstorming sessions are really good. You throw the problem in there with a group of people and everyone kind of throws out their ideas and then goes over why those ideas are good or not good. There's a couple of others in the list that I wanted to go over. So practice identifying problems at work. And then what solution would you come up with? You don't have to present that solution to anyone. Maybe it's not something that your position qualifies you for, but if you recognize a problem and you can think of a solution, that's a good way to spark creativity. And then examining your past decisions and how they turned out, especially if they're decisions that turned out poorly. Trying to figure out why did those decisions result in why did they result poorly? For creativity, I think mostly brainstorming was the biggest one that stood out to me in this book. Besides enjoying boredom, sparking creativity alone seems like when you kind of quiet your mind, that is when creativity really gets the loudest. And when you're with a group of people, finding ways to involve them and kind of back back and forth ideas and what your thoughts on those ideas are is really good for creativity. Thank you.